Hello guys, welcome back to Literal TV, where today we are talking about episode 4 of BB28, the first veto episode of the season. So yeah, we're going to talk for like 10 minutes. I tried to do something that not many other channels do. A lot of people do like the full like hour long like discussions in depth. I want to talk thoughts on the episode. It was a good episode. Subscribe if you want to see these more, and I'll do them every episode if I can. So yes, talking about the first veto episode. So this was a good episode. This was a fun one. I did think there was a little bit of filler. I think on the 90-minute veto episodes, they do a lot of the time have a lot of filler. Like, they love filler in these episodes. It's a little like, I don't know. I don't need that much filler sometimes. Like the section with Lala, like talking about like her body and stuff. It was like, do I need that? I don't know. I'm not really a fan of Lala though. I just didn't like how she was in the premiere about Angela. I thought she was like so on Angela, but then when she saw Rick Devon, she was like, yeah, like it felt like she like hates older women. Maybe that's just me, but hey, she's not the one in trouble in this episode. We'll get to that. But yes, the episode starts post veto, and you get like Mallory is also, I'm gonna get Mallory and Melly's names so mixed up. It's so hard, but Mallory is emotional about her norm, and yeah. Now Drew kind of pulls her to the side and has a talk with her. This is a big episode for Drew. Drew's connections are building and building and building. I really like Drew. I think he's doing great. He's got some amazing connections. He's very likable. And he feels very old school BB. He kind of gives me Matt Hoffman vibes a little bit. Like, a little bit. Like, he's a little fun. He's like a little sneaky, but he's likable. And as an audience member, you like him. You want to root for him. I do, at least. I really like Drew. I think he's going to become probably like one of my favorites, if not my favorite. I mean, obviously, Rick Devens is there. But yeah, Drew has a big episode, obviously. So after this whole thing with Mallory, Melody goes to Dee and tries to separate herself from Mallory and goes to Drew and makes a whole deal with Drew. This is good for Drew. And later again, Jason goes to Drew and that tries to make that a 3, which is really random. And Drew doesn't really reciprocate fully. We'll get to that. But yeah, this was a good episode for him. It was a good episode for Melody, to be honest, as well. Like, it was a pretty main character episode in the first half for Melody, which didn't need to be, but it was. I think she's a little dull in the diary rooms, but I think she is an interesting player. I think she's playing the game in a fun way. And yeah, what else was it early on in the episode? I mean, we have obviously Ashley's eats a burger, which, listen, people have been hating on Ashley on the feeds. Like, there were like some clips I saw where they were like making fun of her not eating a burger. I saw a clip of like Barrett, and he was like, I think it was him. They were like, I've never met a person like imitating Ashley, and that was just really fucking stupid, but it was funny. And yeah, Ashley, I mean, she gets this kind of airhead edit. I really like Ashley. I think she's fun. I do like a lot of this cast, but I also think a lot of this cast is boring. I don't really care for a Haley. I don't really care for a Camus. I don't really care for a Chuck. I don't really care for a Taylor, really. Like, I think that this cast does have a lot of kind of personalities, but we'll see. I mean, Roman Lyric, they're fine. I kind of like him as a showmance, but I don't need a showman section on this episode. It was very unnecessary, kind of, this episode. I mean, I know the show likes showmans. I like showmans. I like showmans. But it wasn't really necessary. But I do think a showmans is fun. And there's also, this isn't shown in the episode, but like, I think Dee and Barrett again a little close, but it seems to be one-sided on Barrett's side. I mean, we'll see. Good for Barrett. He's like a super fan. It's really cool to see someone that does like kind of videos like this and like analysis of like Survivor and Big Brother get on one of these shows. It's really cool. So I have to root for Barrett for that reason. But yes, that's just on feeds. I wasn't on this episode. But he did say he had a crush on her in like the premiere. I think it was the second episode. But yes. So anyway, we end up with the veto comp. Melody and Barrett are drawn for veto, and the veto's this puzzle one, like this pipe one, and I knew that Mallory was gonna win, but the fact that she's like a rocket scientist. Oh, we also got this whole section with Howie and Will. It was way too long. I did like seeing Howie on the show again. I think Howie is such a fascinating character. Obviously, Dr. Will is Dr. Will. He is one of the best to ever do it as a character and as a player. But he's on a lot. But it was a lot. I didn't need this whole section. I think it was fine. Like, it was fine, but it wasn't fully necessary, But yeah, I had fun with it, I guess. Yeah, so anyway, they have this whole storyline going on this season. They want to carry that on. And yes, anyway, Mallory does this whole pipe comp. She wins. It was kind of her versus Yash, it seemed like. They didn't really seem to highlight anyone else as doing good. But anyway, Mallory was going into this thinking a lot of people were going to use the veto on her. She wanted Melody to. Melody kind of let her down, which I think was a mistake. That was not something you should have told Mallory. Realistically, you should have kind of let her off easy and stuff like that. Like, definitely will have lost trust there. And Barrett lied to Mallory, but he seemed to still want to win it, which I get as an ego thing. It'd be cool to win a veto. Like, I don't like the whole thing where Superfan comes and think, yeah, you have to lose every comp. You know, I think there are nuances to throwing comps, and I think it can be fine to win a comp. Like, especially because no one's looking at Barrett as a comp threat, even though he's fucking massive. Anyway, after that, we kind of have some options thrown out, and Ashley is the main prevailing one. She's kind of the big option. I mean, Melody's looked at, but yeah, Ashley gets this spotlight. I mean, she's never eaten a burger, so I just did the fucking impression. I actually really like Ashley though. She's fun. She kind of reminds me of a modern day Jen Johnson, and there's some fun stuff going on with Ashley that happens after this episode that I can't talk about on feeds. I'm not going to talk about it because I want to make these episode only, but I'll leave some stuff in here that isn't spoilery. But yes, it's exciting stuff. So anyway, apart from that, this actual context of this episode, not a lot happens regarding that, but something that does happen is Jason. Jason's doing some weird shit. I really don't like Jason. I'm going to be real. Like, this episode really soured me on Jason. I think he's a really weird person, to be honest. Like, the whole thing with Angela, like, it's one thing to make someone feel bad for you so they trust you. It's another thing to utilize someone's own family, like, relationship, like that Angela has against son, and the fact that, like, he is gloating about it to other house guests. And the reason Matt Hoffman was on my mind when talking about Drew is, like, I thought of the Matt Hoffman situation instantly. Matt Hoffman lied about his wife having an illness, but the difference is the fact that Matt Hoffman didn't go around to the house telling everyone and gloating about it like it's some fun thing for him. It was part of the game. Now, he was having fun with it, but it's so hateful by Jason, because why are you going around telling Drew and Melody about this? I mean, obviously, Drew, I was so glad that Drew leaked this. I really like Drew. I think Drew's on the right side of history on a lot of things this season. I do like him. I think he's got himself in a little bit of trouble on feeds, but I have enjoyed Drew a lot. I really think he's kind of a really fun figure. You don't really see many people like Drew on the show now that are this kind of like, he's very sneaky, but he's not villainous. It's kind of a bit of a Dan thing. He's no Dan Heisling, but I'm really impressed with Drew. I really like Drew. I think he is kind of like a player to watch. We didn't actually get much Rick this episode, but when Angela finds out about this, Angela was like done. Like, she was so like mad, and I get that. She doesn't explode, which I wish she did, low-key. Like, I would have liked that because it'd be good TV, but it was good for her game, and it is interesting. I do feel for Angela in that case. I think, to share something about her son and all that, and that'd be like holding that show on the show. Imagine being her son and watching that. Like, imagine how awful you would feel for your mother. I feel awful. Like Angela, she is a fucking like 53-year-old mother at this point. Like, she's like, yes, she's like crazy in the game sometimes, but she isn't a mean person, And I think that was really just like icky by Jason, and it was like trying to make drama for the sake of it. But like, the reason that like lies, like the Johnny Fairplay and the Matt Hoffman lies are such good TV is because they were for game purposes. It didn't feel like this was really for game purposes because it's so easily going to get blown up, and it was. So Jason's got to go. Also, tagging, I think he is just, I was thinking this, and the person I was watching it said it before I said it, is I think he's jealous that he wasn't included as a reality TV like icon, because like Rick Devens and Dee come from different shows, and Angela's from Big Brother. Well, Jason's from Drag Race and wasn't included in the icons, and that's probably because Jason isn't one of the like biggest Drag Race queens. Like, if they had like, who's one of the big ones, like Jinx Monsoon, she's pretty big. Like, if they had her on, she'd be an icon. I also don't think she'd do it, but yeah, I don't know. Jason, just not a fan of Jason. I don't like him, and I think that it was really weird. So yeah, I do hope that as things go on, I think this house could really have some drama, but this week wasn't crazy. It was fine. But yeah, at the end of the day, you have to value what Jason is bringing to the show, but it's not really like the type of stuff I really want to. I would rather it be done in a little bit of a different way. Like, I don't know. Also, weaponizing a dead mother is like, what are we doing? What are we doing here, bud? Anyway, I also heard he's been saying some other stuff about her on feeds, like calling her fat. I don't know if that's true. I was just told that though. So if that's not true, take that with a grain of salt. I don't know, but yeah, I need to catch up on feeds. I'm going to watch some feeds tonight. It is Wednesday night, which means Thursday tomorrow, Eviction. We're going to be with you with the Blockbuster episode recap. Hope you guys are excited. And yeah, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do updates after every episode, unless people really hate them. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. We have Yash, Taylor, and Ashley on the box. Yash and Taylor really weren't that relevant in this episode. Yash just shows up every so often to like say what is necessary. Like, oh, I'm in this comp. Oh, I'm nominated. He's just there. Same with Taylor. Like, Taylor's fine. Like, she's just fine. She's a little boring. So is Yash. Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this episode. I will see you all in the next one. Subscribe. Goodbye.